Hello everyone, welcome to Room Academic Sphere. If you are new to our channel, please subscribe to it. We will be doing B.Ed content classes and today our topic is Inducto-deductive method. Please watch the video till the end. We will discuss this method in detail by taking an example from physics and biology. Without any further ado, let's begin our class. First, let's look into the meaning of inductive method. Okay. So this method was originated by Francis Bacon. Francis Bacon is the originator of this inductive method. Inductive method is based on the induction. Okay, the word induction means to know or to lead. The word induction means to know or to lead. Induction is a method by which general laws are derived from a particular examples. So in this method, from examples we will derive or arrive at a generalizations. Okay, first we will give examples, then we will make students to arrive at a generalizations. This method has been found to be quite suitable for teaching science. Here it is suitable for teaching science because here first students understand the examples. I already said here it will be derived from particular examples to generalizations. So in this method, students first understand the examples, then they successfully arrive at the generalizations. After they understand the examples only, they will come at generalizations. Okay. So this method is purely based on psychological principle. Hence, the inductive method proceeds from particular to general, known to unknown, concrete to abstract, and simple to complex. Examples to generalization. Psychologically, this method proceeds from particular to general concepts, then known concept to unknown concept, concrete to abstract, simple to complex concepts, and from examples to generalizations. Okay, this is the meaning of inductive method. Then now let's pass on to examples. Firstly, let's discuss example from the physics. Okay, then we will look into biology. Here I have took the topic transparent material. So how can we explain this transparent material in inductive method means, first let's give examples. I already said this inductive method proceeds from examples to generalizations. No, so first we have to take the examples. For this I have took the example. See here, glass is a transparent material which allows the light to pass through it. Okay, which allows light to pass through it. And second example is clear water. It is also a transparent liquid which allows the light to pass through it. Then third example is thin clear white plastic is a transparent material which allows light to pass through it. So here glass, clear water and thin clear white plastic are the transparent materials which allows the light to pass through it. After giving the above examples, the teacher asks the students to find out the common thing among the examples and arrive at some generalizations. Okay. After giving these examples, teachers ask students to find out the common thing among them. Students, after careful observation, they will arrive at the following generalizations like all these substances. Look here, all these substances which allows the light to pass through them are called transparent substances. So after carefully observing, the students arrive at the generalization like this. All these substances which allows the light to pass through them are called as transparent substances. Okay, usually in my class the PPT will be in very detailed because if you need any notes or material, you can just look into these points and you can make your own notes. Okay, so in keeping that in mind, I have made the very detailed PPT which will serve you as a notes also. Okay, that's my concern. Then now let's look into the example from biology. In biology, I have took the topic unicellular organisms. The meaning of this inductive method will be same in both physics and biology also. Only the examples will change. Okay, you can write the same meaning in both biology and physics, but the only examples you have to change. In biology, I have taken the topic unicellular organisms for inductive method. Okay. Here also first we have to give examples, then move to generalizations. Okay. So our first example is bacteria is the unicellular organism which has only one cell. Okay. Then another example, protozoa. Protozoa is also a unicellular organism which has only one cell. So after giving these examples, again same teacher asks students to observe them carefully and find out the common thing and arrive at some common generalization. Students, after careful observation, they will arrive at a generalization as all the organisms which are made up of only one cell or single cell are called as unicellular organisms. Okay. So this is how the inductive method proceeds. It proceeds from examples to generalizations. Okay. Then after giving examples and arriving at generalization, induction method stops and deductive method starts. Now let's look into the meaning of deductive method. Deductive method is opposite of inductive method. Okay, it is opposite of inductive method, and deduction means it is a kind of reasoning. Deduction means it is a kind of reasoning. It proceeds from. It is a process of logical thought moving from general principles to particular. In inductive method, it moves from particular to general, but here general to particular, then from abstract to concrete, and from generalizations to examples. See here, it is opposite to inductive method. In inductive method, we move from examples to generalizations. In deductive method, we will move from generalizations to examples. When we get generalization in inductive method stops there only. After getting at arriving at some generalizations, we ask students to give relevant examples. From there, deductive method starts. Okay, as the level of students goes up more and more, deduction takes place in the place of induction. Okay, here as the level of students goes up means when the class increases, like from fifth standard to sixth standard, like if their grade increases, their class increases, the deduction method takes place in place of induction. We will use deduction method instead of induction. Okay, in this method the facts are deduced or analyzed by the application of established formula or experimentation. Here established formula means the generalizations what we establish, no, that we call it as a established formula. How we analyze or deduce means by the application or experimentation. Okay, in this case the formula is expected by the learner as a duly established fact. Here, the students are motivated to give relevant examples to given generalizations. Yeah, I already said this. In this method, after establishing generalizations, students are motivated to give examples. In inductive method, we only give examples and ask students to give the generalizations. But in this method, after generalizing something or establishing a formula or any rule, we ask students to give relevant examples to that topic. Okay. So after we will discuss in example, no, there you will understand this clearly. Now you understood about this meaning, right? Students are motivated to give examples to a given generalizations, and actually this method begins where induction ends. See, where induction ends, this method begins. Induction usually ends at generalization only. When induction ends, this deduction starts. Okay, this is the meaning of deductive method. Now let's move on to examples. First, let us discuss an example from a physics. For this, I have taken the topic sound. Here, I have taken this topic sound. Here, we can explain that sound is produced due to vibration. So, sound is produced due to vibration can be taught through deductive method. Sound is produced due to vibration is a generalization. Okay. For this, students We'll give the examples, relevant examples. The concept sound is produced due to vibration is written on blackboard. See, this concept sound is produced due to vibration. This generalization is written on the blackboard, and then students are motivated to give examples to explain the above concept. After logical thinking, students may give examples like, they will give examples like this: vibrating blade. See here, vibrating blade produces sound. Vibrating rubber band produces sound. Vibrating string produces sound. Vibrating air column in a flute produces sound. So these are all the examples for sound is produced due to vibration, rule or generalization or formula. Okay. Vibrating blade. When blade vibrates only it produces sound. Vibrating rubber band. Rubber band also when it vibrates it produces sound. Vibrating string produces sound. Vibrating air column in a flute produces sound. So these are all the examples given by the students. Okay. In this method, the students are asked to accept generalization, generalized truth, then asked to apply it to the particular and in relevant situations. So, what does this point means here means? In this method, students are asked to accept a generalized truth. Here, the generalized truth is sound is produced due to vibration is the generalized truth here. Okay. So, students are asked to accept this first, then asked to apply it in particular and in relevant situations. Students will apply it whenever they see a vibrating blade. So they will apply this concept. Sound is produced due to vibration. So when blade vibrates only, it produces sound. No. In the same case, when the string vibrates only, it produces sound. Like this, they apply it to the particular and relevant situations. Okay. Then let's move on to the example from biology. In biology, the generalization is organisms which have mammary glands and give birth directly to their younger ones are called mammals. Okay, this is the generalization. For this, we will ask students to give the particular and relevant examples. Okay. So after students critical thinking and analysis, they come up with the examples like this: human being is a mammal, and monkey is a mammal, goat is mammal. Why human being is mammal means because it gives birth directly to the younger ones, and human beings we have mammary glands. In the same case, monkey is also have mammary glands and it gives birth to younger ones directly. Goat also have a mammary glands and it gives birth to the younger ones directly. Like this, students will give many examples. Okay. So combination of both these methods that is inductive method and deductive method, we call it as an inducto-deductive method. In inducto-deductive method, teacher will usually take one concept at the beginning and he will proceeds in inductive method. How he proceeds means same way how we did by taking one example. No, like that only he will first he will give the examples and he will arrive at some generalizations, then ask students to give some more examples related to that generalization. In this way, we can use this inductive and deductive method for teaching science in schools and high schools. This is all about inductive and deductive method. I have explained this by taking examples from physics and also biology. In test also, they will ask you to explain the inductive deductive method or differences. They will ask difference between inductive method and deductive method. For every method like inductive deductive method or a project method which we will be doing in future classes, or critical inquiry method, for every method in each like in if you take physics method or in biology method, you need to explain the each method by taking any example. Without example it is not considerable. Okay, so examples are very important here. Okay. That's all about today's topic. If you like our content, please support our channel. We will be doing content videos for B.Ed, and in future we will come up with TET also. um, I hope you have enjoyed our class. So thank you for having your time. Have a great day. Thank you.